Hogwarts Legacy 2 has now become one of the biggest question marks in the gaming world. The first game's single-player, atmospheric, peaceful open-world structure was received so well that even the idea of the sequel completely changing this identity is making fans nervous. Especially in the last few months, a wave of leaks has created a strong perception that Hogwarts Legacy 2 will shift into something far more social and far more online. But before we get into the details, if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time. If you want to be one of the first to hear about major leaks, analysis, videos, and real information about games like Hogwarts Legacy 2, make sure to like the video and subscribe right now, because whatever breaks, we talk about it here first. Your support is incredibly important for the channel's growth and for keeping content like this coming. Alright, if you're ready, let's begin. The multiplayer rumors are not new. The Hogwarts Legacy 2 will be online claims have been circulating for a long time, and at first, nobody took them very seriously. But over time, these leaks started appearing not from the same people, but from multiple independent, somewhat reliable sources, and that made the idea feel a lot more real to players. Even though nothing official has been announced, it's now widely known that a multiplayer structure has at least been discussed internally at the studio. The new information making the rounds takes things even further. According to leaks, the character creation system in the sequel will be one of the most detailed ever made. It's being compared to the deep character building systems in Baldur's Gate 3, and The Sims may be even more advanced. Face structures, magical backgrounds, family bloodlines, magical inclinations, dozens of options that will let players sculpt their characters from scratch. Likewise, it's being said that not just your character, but your personal living space will be fully customizable. The small room decorating system from the first game is rumored to expand into something much larger, similar to the build-your-own-cabin safe house feature in Fallout 76. That means players may be able to design their own magical hubs, create personalized aesthetics, and build social spaces where others can visit. On top of that, it's rumored that online activities will expand significantly. Custom wizard teams with friends, house rivalries, tournaments, and co-op missions, and possibly even joining player-made groups similar to the Order of the Phoenix or the Death Eaters, competing against other players. In other words, Hogwarts Legacy 2 is closer than ever to becoming a massive, social magical world. All these new details share one common point. Hogwarts Legacy 2 seems prepared to completely redefine the sense of solitude from the first game. The magic of the original was that you felt like a student exploring Hogwarts alone, nobody interrupting you, nobody directing you, wandering the halls at night and discovering hidden passages at your own pace. But the newly leaked features point toward a world full of people, team battles, and constant social interaction. Naturally, this has caused a huge divide in the community. There's a massive portion of players who believe the single-player experience should remain untouched. To them, Hogwarts Legacy was a story-driven wizard student simulator. Turning the second game into a giant MMO would destroy that soul. Meanwhile, another part of the community says, why would practicing magic at Hogwarts with friends be a bad thing? So, the community is split in half, and satisfying both sides will not be easy. What makes things even more interesting is that Avalanche and Warner Brothers have still not released a single statement. No, it won't be online. No, yes, we're making a multiplayer system. Nothing. Silence only strengthens the leaks, because usually important rumors get denied quickly. Here the opposite is happening. Every new leak sparks another debate, and the lack of official statements makes people take these rumors even more seriously. Given all these leaks, players keep asking one major question. Will Hogwarts Legacy 2 be fully multiplayer, or will it use a hybrid system? Some sources claim it will be a full MMO, while others say multiplayer will only be optional, meaning you could roam Hogwarts alone or join a few friends for co-op missions. And honestly, that hybrid model seems like the most logical way to satisfy both sides. The latest rumor gaining traction is about co-op focused story missions. According to this claim, some missions will be solo, while others will require 2 or 3 players to complete. This would create a more organic social experience around Hogwarts. But how this will fit into the atmosphere is still a complete mystery, because there's a huge design difference between Hogwarts' quiet, mysterious tone and constantly encountering other players. Adding to the uncertainty, there's also a growing rumor about a customizable living space system. Building your own cabin, hut, or magical base, much like Fallout 76, and shaping it however you want. When this idea first surfaced, fans wondered if it would feel out of place in Hogwarts, but now new leaks suggest this system could be far deeper than expected. Not just room decoration, entire buildings, environmental layouts, magical objects, and social spaces you can share with friends. It's rumored that this system will form the backbone of the game's multiplayer features. Players may be able to open these bases to friends, host small activities, or even start certain quests from these hubs. If true, Hogwarts Legacy 2 may evolve from a school simulation into a fully realized social world for wizards. Another rumor focuses on competitive gameplay. Forming custom wizard teams with friends, house rivalries, tournaments, and events requiring strategy, team synergy, and spell combinations. These tournaments might not just be simple PvP, but larger, more complex competitive events. Combined with co-op missions, they signal a heavily social direction for the game. Alongside all of this, there are darker rumors. The ability to create your own faction. Groups similar to the Order of the Phoenix on the good side, or Death Eater-like dark organizations on the evil side. These rumors suggest that the sequel could take a huge leap in role-playing depth, a world where your choices shape your identity, your allegiance, and how the world sees you. Completely new territory for the series. All these claims point to this: Hogwarts Legacy 2 may become either a massive online universe or a hybrid that blends solo and multiplayer experiences. But the biggest problem is still the same: there's no official announcement. With so many leaks floating around, the developer's silence is only making things more confusing. As the silence grows, the rumors start to feel real. Within all this uncertainty, the biggest curiosity is how the story structure will work. The magic of the first game came from the personal narrative centered around the player. But the leaks suggest the sequel's story may revolve around a larger community, with some missions requiring friends and even major story moments shaped by group decisions. This raises a huge question: how much of the single-player identity will remain? Although the idea of the story shifting into MMO territory scares some fans, Avalanche's recent job listings hint at a branched narrative system. This means players may still make meaningful choices that affect their character's past and future. But in a large online environment, how those choices will be reflected remains a complete mystery. Will one player's decision affect the world? Or will choices only shape personal storylines? Nothing is clear. There's also a rumor that Avalanche is working on a separate Harry Potter MMO alongside this project. If true, Hogwarts Legacy 2 could remain single-player focused, while the MMO becomes its own standalone experience. This would satisfy both the solo players and the online-focused fans, but again, no official confirmation. Warner Bros.' recent failures with live service projects also increase anxiety. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League's collapse, Multiversus's unstable player base. These examples raise a very real fear. If they force Hogwarts Legacy 2 into a live service model, could it meet the same fate? Players are naturally worried about repeating the same mistakes. Despite all the confusion, one truth hasn't changed: the community still wants the magic of the first game. Walking quietly through the halls, discovering hidden passages at night, attending classes alone, experiencing your own wizarding journey at your own pace. That was the essence of Hogwarts. Whether co-op exists or not, players agree on one thing: that magical sense of solitude must not disappear. Amid all these discussions, the new wave of leaks heavily emphasizes the character creation system. A Baldur's Gate 3 or the Sims-level creation menu would be revolutionary for the Hogwarts Legacy universe. Not just visual customization, magical inclinations, character history, family structures, personality traits, and magical philosophy may all be selectable. This kind of depth would make the sequel a true role-playing game, filling the biggest gap many players felt in the first game. Leaks also claim these character traits won't be cosmetic. They'll directly influence spell styles and your role in gameplay. This could make team compositions more meaningful. Not everyone would have to play the same role. Some could specialize in offensive magic, some in support, others in hybrid roles. This diversity could make both story and gameplay much richer. Of course, when you put everything together, the picture is still extremely unclear. Hogwarts Legacy 2 could become a fully online experience, a hybrid system, or unexpectedly remain entirely single-player. Avalanche and WB staying silent for this long doesn't just confuse people. It makes everyone feel like they're hiding something big. This silence is either the sign of a massive surprise or an uncertain vision still being shaped. The community, however, is crystal clear. Players want a bigger world, more content, and deeper role-playing mechanics, but they don't want the soul of Hogwarts to disappear. Online features, tournaments, co-op missions, all can exist, but the magical solitude and personal adventure must survive. That's what made Hogwarts Legacy special, and the sequel must protect that identity. So that's everything we currently know about Hogwarts Legacy 2. Unless there's an official announcement soon, these leaks and rumors will continue to dominate the conversation. But one thing is certain, whatever direction they choose, this sequel will be one of the most important projects shaping the future of the wizarding world. Will we get a solo adventure, a massive online magical universe, or something in between? We still don't know. But all signs point to a major transformation approaching. If you enjoy deep dive analysis like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing new leaks the moment they drop, so make sure to turn on notifications. What do you think? How should Hogwarts Legacy 2 be? Should it stay solo, or do you think co-op and multiplayer features would be a good idea? Let's discuss in the comments. See you in the next video.